Has someone you were once close to gone quiet? Maybe a trusted friend just feels distant. Or maybe, despite repeated efforts to get together or share or hang out with each other, you get rebuffed time and time again from a person who was once really important in your life. There's no clear reason at all, yet here you are feeling confused, hurt, and alone. If that's you, you're not alone. Many of my clients, and I too, have experienced this. Hi, everyone. I'm Valerie Wade. Welcome to Valerie Wade Coaching, where I share biblically based insights to help you strengthen your emotional wellness. These are insights that I've developed over 35 plus years as an LCSW and psychotherapist in both the clinical and corporate world. Today's video is for people who have felt the sting of a friendship slipping away. Let's talk about what to do when you find yourself in a season of lost friendships. Now, losing a friendship can be as painful as any romantic breakup. You've given time, energy, trust, and vulnerability only to find yourself wondering what went wrong. And in the absence of answers, what do we often do? We blame ourselves. We start wondering, was I too much? Did I miss a signal? Why wasn't I worth keeping around? That spiral of anxiety and self-doubt can make us question not just our role in the friendship, but in our value and worth as a person. I'm here to remind you, your worth is not defined by another person's choice to leave. As with so many things in emotional wellness, healing often begins with a mindset shift. So here's the shift I want to offer you today. Friendships are seasonal. I'll say it a little differently. Just like nature moves through seasons, so do friendships. Some people are in your life for a reason, some for a season, and some, a very few, may be in it for a lifetime. Solomon explained this concept in Ecclesiastes 3, writing, "There is an appointed time for everything, and there's a time for every matter under heaven. There's a time to give birth and a time to die. There's a time to plant and a time to uproot what is planted. There's a time to embrace and a time to shun embracing. There's a time to tear apart and a time to sew together, a time to be silent and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate." When we expect every friendship to last in the same form forever, we set ourselves up for disappointment. But when we embrace the idea that relationships evolve and change, then we can hold them with open hands and gratitude for the blessings that they truly are. Think of nature seasons. Spring brings life, new growth. Summer is when everything is really alive and vibrant, and fall lets us see what's changing. Winter asks us to rest and reflect. Friendships go through these cycles too. The friend you talk to daily might text less, or maybe the friend that you traveled a lot with just can't do it anymore because of new job or children. Or maybe a misunderstanding nudges a once close relationship into a more distant orbit. And that brings up another visual that I like to share with clients: relationship orbits. So picture your relationships like a solar system made up of concentric orbits. You're in the middle, and in your closest orbit, your first orbit people, you will find your core people, so the ones you can rely on to be open and transparent, the ones you can trust with your deepest secrets, the ones who will be there for you in the middle of the night if you need them. So maybe people like your partner or your spouse, a really close friend, even a parent, an adult child. Then in your second orbit, you find people that you like to socialize with. You enjoy their company, but they may not be the people that you go to confide your deepest secrets to. And in the outer orbit, the third orbit, are your community people. So these are people that touch your life in smaller ways. So your coworkers, your neighbors, acquaintances. Well, friendships move between those orbits. Someone who was once in your first orbit may gently drift to your second or even your third orbit, depending on life changes, distance, or personal growth. And that's not always a sign that something went wrong. Sometimes it's just a sign that life moved and people moved with it. Now, that isn't to say that you shouldn't reflect. If a friend is pulled away, it's okay to ask, hey, did I miss something? Or have I been a safe, present, responsive friend in this relationship? Because you may discover that a miscommunication has occurred that can be repaired. And if you need any help in communicating, I would direct you to one of my other videos called Communicate with Confidence, where you can learn about faith-based tools for building stronger relationships. But sometimes, even after reflection, you realize the change wasn't about you. It's just that the other person's in a different life stage now, navigating maybe their own personal health challenges or that of their family, or just moving in a different direction. That doesn't mean your connection wasn't real. It just means it served its purpose for the time being. So, what do you do with the space that friendship once filled? Well, like with any loss, I would encourage you to take some time to grieve it. Find somebody that you trust and process the feelings of hurt, confusion, sadness, even anger. Then honor what that friendship gave you. So the laughter, the shared moments, the comfort. And then finally, make room for what's next. Because just like spring follows winter, relationships are waiting for you. You might find them in unexpected places, like a renewed old connection, or maybe a new community, or a surprising new friend who just sees you the way you are. Friendship is a living, breathing ecosystem. So even in times of loss, there's room for growth. If today's video spoke to you, please like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell if you'd like to be notified of new videos that come out. And put in the comment section what's helped you deal with changes in your friendships. I'm Valerie Wade. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and I look forward to seeing you again at our next coaching session.